Here's a quick demo of my 8.2 ounce dual stove cooking kit, dual fuel stove cooking kit. This comprises of the stuff sack, the 700 milliliter titanium Stoic pan. Here is my windscreen. This includes the wood stove, the alcohol stove, the alcohol fuel, and a cup for drinking the tea. And today I'm going to do the wood version of the burn using a couple sticks, definitely not all those, but I wanted to show you the size before I broke them up. And I'm not going to bore you with doing that. That'll be the next video. Turns out the sticks I grabbed were just the right amount to fill that up. So you saw those 4 small sticks just grabbed from the backyard, dry maple twigs, and haven't put the lighter, the alcohol in there that I use for a lighter yet, but we'll do that and fire her up. Just going to use one little capful, about a half teaspoon of the alcohol fuel, just dumped on top of the wood. That's just a methyl alcohol heat. Start up the wood fire. See that burning, and stick the pan on top. Let her go. Right now, starting the stopwatch, and so see that in a bit. Burn coming up, nice and clean, very blue. Hold on that for a minute. You see the wood and the wood gassing start up. I actually have 2 different windscreens. This is the smaller windscreen that I just made today to try this out, because it fits. This windscreen fits inside the, as you saw, fits inside the pan. I have a bigger one that comes up about to the bottom of this handle here, and that might be a little bit more efficient, especially if it's windy, and keeping the flames around the pot. We'll see how this does. For now, I'm just going to stop this video, take it back up, and give you a time when it finishes up. Okay, we're at 10 minutes from when I started the stopwatch, and the primary burn is finished. Take a look at that. You'll see that it's just down to coals now, but it's still hot, so there was still a little bit of heating going on. I actually probably underestimated just slightly the amount of wood that I should have put in there to get the amount of boil. Again, I have 16 ounces of water in this pot. You can see that it's steaming, very nearly a boil. Hot enough actually to make my cup of tea. And you can see that I still have a little bit of water left. It's steaming in there. And I'm just going to go ahead and put that back on the coals to keep it warm in case I want a second cup of tea there. Okay, it's now 14 minutes. My tea has been brewed, ready to drink here, and just wanted to show you that the water is still steaming hot, and we still have some coals down there keeping the pot warm. As I'm drinking my tea here, I thought I'd just give you a little tour of what the stove is in case you were interested. Again, this is the 700 milliliter Stoic titanium pot. This is two just aluminum cans with one slots cut in them, put together. One end that's going to stay together permanently, just put some staples through to hold it together. The other ends just stay together pretty well. It's about the right size. This the stove itself, not too hot to touch at the top right now, is a 14.5 ounce can that has 9 1/8-inch holes drilled around pretty close to the bottom. That's where you can see. Zoom in here so you can see that a little bit better. Okay, so down here at the bottom are 9 1/8-inch holes, and then above them are, excuse me, 9 not 1/8-inch holes, 9 1/4-inch holes, and above them are each, so there are 9 1/2-inch holes up halfway up the can, and that's where the fuel is loaded, is below, basically below these holes. And then towards the top there's a little bit of left here for the chimney effect, and then there's the 3 parts cut out of the top to balance the pan, and the gaps to allow the flame to come out around the supports. And that's about all there is to it. Looking down into the pot, you can see that the ashes are just below the bottom holes. So having drilled those about 1/2 inch up from the bottom, about the right spot to still continue to get airflow through those holes even when everything is down to ash.